Ball aloft from Chris Mitchell. Start of the last term at Moorabbin. It's been a thriller all day. 69-71. Wine to go against Vidovic. Wine wins the tap. Liberatore chases as he's done all day. Hilton goes to ground. No free kick. The members want it. They all jump on top of it. And I think we'll see a few of those in this final term with players desperate around the footy. Who will get the early break? Brian Sheehan throws it up, working with Chris Mitchell today. Coleman got the tap. Critiuk's handball. Luckily found Frost. Frost's little kick didn't go anywhere. Morris was off the ground. Bowie provides a shepherd. Morris runs back, sweeps it over to McAdam. McAdam takes a fair while, gets rid of it. Koliniuk into his back at the end. Craven chips in and takes a mark. Quickly off around the body. Winmar sits and waits. He's a brilliant footballer. Left foot, little one to Lockett. Well played, Winmar.
Wind have gone a little bit harder to get that ball off Winmar. I know Winmar had a full head of steam up here. Look, just hesitating. He should have kept going. The big fellow, he's got size on his side. Could have made a better fist because what he did allow Winmar to chip in, and then in turn Winmar chipped the ball across to Lockett. Playing in the forward pocket now, Lockett.
He's kicked 90 goals this season, Lockett. In 14 matches to date. That's a poor kick. Extraordinary, really. I mean, there'll be no betting from there in this situation, and he's missed. So the margin is back to a point, and I wonder how critical that is in the final analysis. It's 9-16 to 11-5.
Campbell straight down the middle. That's the way to go with a win for Footscray. Wind down to Liberatore and on to Atkins, who's been good all day. Crediuk coming through. He's got the job in the last quarter on Harvey for St Kilda. And Harvey's been outstanding. A little bit quieter in the third term. But there you see both Crediuk and Harvey in screen. Wine grapples with Vidovic. Vidovic taps it on, but goes to Crediuk, who's had 2 kicks now in this last term. Burke pinches the ball, gives it out to Bowie. Bowie runs into Mansfield. Mansfield with 2 jumpers on, goes wide and looks for Del Rey. He's been Footscray's sensational goal kicker this quarter. Excellent left foot kick. Hits Ballantyne right on the chest. He was a little bit unbalanced, showed great skill there in Del Rey, and shouldn't have any problems with the distance from 50 metres out.
What a great passage of play from Del Rey. Hit the ball hard onto the left foot. Normally a right foot kick, but hit Ballantyne with a beautiful pass.
Right on the 50-metre line, Ballantyne. The dogs are barking. A great goal to Ballantyne. And Footscray extend their lead now to 7 points.
Well, that's his second, John Ballantyne, and they really did need it at this stage of the game. Well done by Del Rey, coming well up from full forward. Good to see a forward prepared to come out from the goal square too.
77-70. Ballantyne with 2, Royal with 2, Coleman with 2, and Del Rey with 5. Wind and Vidovic. Dwyer, you'd reckon that the Saints need the next one. Burke gets a free kick. Was crashing his way through, kept his head low. Goes to McAdam. McAdam's left foot. Winmar. Stanfield. Craven, well played to Coughlin. To Lockett. Oh. Now, what was Frankie doing, Dom, do you reckon? Was he trying to pass it to Lockett, or was he going for the goal? I think he was looking for Lockett.
I was more impressed with what Winmar was doing, because now they've got a target that'll move around up forward, and he really got the ball down. He's really creating something up there, Winmar.
Stanfield takes the mark for Footscray. They're looking good, the dogs. Those 2 mistakes in St Kilda's forward line could prove costly. Del Rey at the back, but a good punch from Frawley. In the gutter was Atkins, who gets the ball off to Crediuk. On the left foot. Through comes Dwyer with skill and courage. Finds Bowie. Bowie is dispossessed, but takes one high and will get the free kick.
Well, it was a professional free kick on that occasion, because he would have been off. Had Liberatore not applied that tackle, Bowie definitely would have been off down the ground.
But when you consider that Footscray's missing Foster, Hawkins, Campbell, Callett, Wallace and Grant, all out with injuries, this is a sensational performance at St Kilda's home ground, as was that mark by Lawrence Bingham. And this player seems to be improving, Dom, with every game.
A lot of mobility for a big man. Doesn't surprise him.
Winmar the target. It was a good kick, and Winmar made the effort. Had the pace. He's providing a good foil for Lockett. Long kick needed. You'd say he's just too far out by about 5 metres.
I don't know about this fellow. He's a prodigious kicker of the football.
Now,
he might kick it.
I wonder if he's got the confidence to try and run around here, Don. Well,
you can see there he's in two minds. He's not confident of making the distance.
Drop punt, high one. Bingham there, outnumbered, or punched by Footscray to the front of the square. Smith too slow. Lockett to kick the goal. He does. Scores a level. Too slow, Rowan Smith by a long way then, and 10-17 to 12-5, and Lockett's kick goal number 6.
Well, look at this punch back here by Footscray. Who was that? Stanfield. Boy, you go to the boundary line in that situation. You don't bring the ball back into the centre. There's Lockett, an easy 6th goal. But that was a Footscray mistake, not secured a good play.
Terrific game here at Moorabbin. The crowd certainly has found voice. It's a packed stadium here. Perhaps the second last time we'll ever see football at Moorabbin. Liberatore gets it to Atkins, who's really been a good player for Footscray. Royal on to Liberatore. The right foot is looking for Ballantyne, who's coming out from full forward. He trips over. Grant tackles. And the free kick, much to the pleasure of the St Kilda home crowd, goes to David Grant. A real pressure game of football here as Baxter stands tall and takes the mark with Pekin going to ground.
Centre wing, scores level, what a thriller. Ballantyne, Shanahan at the back. Pekin loves to handball, that's always his first movement. Now Frawley, drop punt, Wind and Vidovic. Oh, good mark, Scotty. He knew he was in the spot and had to go and went and stood his ground and took a strong one. He's been the best big man on the ground. Wines kicked to full forward. Ballantyne in the front spot. Koliniuk and Pekin. Pekin's handball was very good. It gave Morris the chance. To Harvey, to Hilton. Hilton from half-back. Bingham versus Stanfield. Stanfield, well done. No free kick. Was held on to. Still no free kick. Here's Hilton buttering up. Hilton's kick towards Craven on the lead. Smith gets into his back. Too high. Well, he might be arguing, but it was there. A little Craven stood and propped and stopped and got the free kick. Winmar the lead. Into the pocket. Reynolds versus Winmar. Is that Winmar's mark? No, going to Reynolds.
You're going to raffle that. I think he could have bounced at the umpire.
It looked 50-50, Don, didn't it? Reynolds bangs it back to all. Free kick surely to Baxter. Oh, Mansford, he was crunch. Gives it off to Atkins. Atkins goes towards half forward. Del Rey, or turns Frawley inside out. Still misses it. Frawley just gave him a little shove. Frost cleverly to take it away from Frawley to the boundary line and a throw in.
He's offers him some aggression on that half forward line, Frost, but he just hasn't got the skill to finish his work off.
No, you wouldn't want Frost and Dunkley in a long kicking competition, would you, at the showgrounds on a Sunday afternoon?
Coleman and Morris. Been a good battle today. Koliniuk, Ballantyne. Nobody prepared to put their head over the ball, but Royal will. He doesn't mind a goal. Round the corner. It's a great goal to Royal, and the Dogs are in front.
What a goal from Brian Royal. They worked it down there, Footscray. It was a hard slog. He got the break, Royal, and banged it goalward over the left shoulder. Here it is. Watch this in replay. Nothing spectacular about it. It's just hard work. Foster had his ball smothered. Then Royal off the ground. Follows up. Finds space. Brian Royal's third.
Canine capers here at Moorabbin as the Dogs go 6 points in front, but St Kilda go into attack through Dwyer.
Stanfield, little kick towards Atkins, finds him at centre wing. Again, the next goal crucial. Plenty of time remaining, but goals are hard to get. Atkins kicked a half forward. Morris, well done. Good mark against Coleman. I'd say he's just had the better of the duel. Coleman's had moments, but Morris...
It's been an interesting one, Bruce.
Now, Morris sweeps himself inside. He's got Burke, and he uses him quite cleverly. Now, Burke to provide the rebound, so the Saints change the direction of their attack. Well played, Del Rey to hold Frawley up. And now Stanfield to Liberatore, to Del Rey, over the top to Atkins. It's a wonderful build-up. Atkins goes for goal, gives it a real right. Is it a goal?
Oh.
It is. No, free kick. Free kick to St Kilda. Well, talk about anticlimactic, Chris Mitchell, because it was a wonderful piece of play, but if the free kick's there, you've got to pay it as an umpire.
Well, he ruined it, didn't he, as an umpire?
Didn't read the script.
No, what an exciting passage of play. But then again, the free kick was there. You've got to pay it.
Grant, is that going to be out on the full? It is. So suddenly, Footscray will attack again.
It's going to be hard for them to bring it in from this pocket, Footscray.
Royal.
There's a hole there, Bruce.
Now Royal bangs it towards full forward to the point of the square. Coleman's big fly at the back. Morris goes to ground. Harvey, who's surely injured, got a high tackle and will take the free kick. They're playing him in defence, Harvey. He's on one leg at the moment. He goes short out to
Footscray
McAdam.
player down behind play two in a lot of trouble. Just can't pick him up. Might be Foster.
Well, the ball's
Not
with
Foster.
Hilton, who doesn't get much of the football, but when he does, he's usually pretty effective. Bingham nudges his man Stanfield under the ball and takes a mark. Good play, Bingham. Gets it to Fletcher. Smith. Smith was carved up by Winmar early in the piece, but he's played well in the second half. He gets it to Tui. Footscray have a player coming off. Del Rey takes one high.
That's Frost. I said it was Foster. It's Frost, I think, that's gone off the ground, and Croft has just come on. He's gone straight across the line. Frost, they didn't take him through the interchange bench.
Shanahan takes the mark. He's been moved away from Royal and onto Ballantyne. Burke pushes St Kilda into attack.
Up to centre wing. Bingham's fly. Vidovic got a kick away. Bowie and Smith. This is important. Bowie hurled Smith up well. Craven's handball under pressure. Oh, Bowie brilliantly goes for goal, and he's kicked it. Scores a level again. What a thriller. Bowie with great skills on the run to put the Saints back level. 11-17 to 13-5.
Well, his first goal, Brett Bowie. A good passage of play. Smith hit this ball well, but just couldn't follow on. Craven. And there he is, the little fellow. 45 metres directly in front. Makes the scores level.
Well, this is one of the best games we've had this season. Two sides with plenty to play for. The Dogs second, St Kilda fifth. St Kilda with a big run of games to come as Liberatore takes Footscray back into attack. Courageous play from Grant, but doesn't do justice to that by a poor handball. Royal, who's been good, swings it round the corner again. But it'll come back. There's a free kick being paid to Grant.
For holding. Unfortunately, they work it down in pressure games like this, and the forwards turn it over with a free kick. They've just got to get in front. They don't realise the ball's going to drop short now. There's a lot of pressure around midfield, and the forwards are not getting easy kicks, so it's imperative they get in front.
Grant kicked it to the wing. Wine takes the mark, and the pressure's back on St Kilda. Whips the ball out to McPherson, who's been a little bit quiet. Drives Footscray back into attack, dropping back, and what a courageous mark from Grant. Gets it off to Morris, and St Kilda through Morris will go on the outer side and back into attack.
Loves to run with it, Morris. He's kicked to centre wing. Bingham was at the back, no mark. Mansfield was in there. Off the ground again by Tui, but straight to Morris, who's getting on top of Coleman in this last quarter after a good duel early. Stanfield takes the mark. He's got some time to set it up. The kick's very awkward. Here's Coleman. Has to sit and wait. McAdam to take him on. Coleman with one hand in the end. Very ordinary build-up by Footscray here. Morris back to Shanahan. Maybe the Saints have gathered here. Shanahan's kicked to Bowie. Here's some run. Coughlin now. Winmar's at centre-half forward. He kicks it towards him, and Smith takes a good mark.
Now that's good. Really well done. He really attacked the ball hard earlier. He's only slight in frame. A great runner. Let's hope the little fellow's all right.
Rain just commencing here at Moorabbin, and Smith, what's the courage here? He keeps his eye on it, and running into him, Reynolds.
But he really did have to go there, Bruce. It's a critical stage of the game, as you know. Scores locked away here. And what Footscray are tending to do is go a little bit wide when Coleman had the ball out in centre wing. One of the dangers of this ground is going too wide. You can get lost in the flanks and around the wings. You've got to maintain your going down the centre.
Young Smith has been concussed on a couple of occasions this year, Don, so that let's hope he's all right. They'll be having a good look at him. Free kick to St Kilda. Burke just switches it inside to Harvey. Little one to Bowie. The Saints with some run here. Bowie goes towards Winmar. Reynolds gets in the front, gets a shove in the back, doesn't get a free kick. McPherson tried to crash his way through. Wine did it very well, the big man. Around his body, Crediuk on the front spot takes the mark.
It's like two heavyweights slugging it out in the 15th round as Smith tries Footscray back into attack. Shanahan affects the spoil on Valentine. Royal gets it out cleverly onto Croft, and Croft goes to the left foot. It's an important kick. The Dogs are back in front.
What a game we've got here in the last quarter. What a terrific passage of play by Brian Royal. That ball was just about trapped by the St Kilda player. I think it was Peakin on the ground. Watch this. Ball to ground. There's Peakin, just about traps it. Royal just gets a little toe in there, keeps the ball going forward, gets it across to Croft, who's come on for interchange for Frost. And he's put through his first, Croft.
Punch for punch they are going here at Moorabbin. Vital take out of the centre this will be. Wine does it well, but it's smothered in there by Fletcher. Players jump on the ball. This is desperation stage now.
Gee. Wine went in after he really didn't get a hit down, but Liberatore threw himself in head first, trying to get that ball out.
Footscray are hamstrung on the boundary. They've got two injuries. Hunter has been off since early in the piece, and we saw Michael J. Frost come off with an injury there. Liberatore now. Good hands to Atkins. Atkins gets them going. Croft once again. In slides Burke. Play just held up here a little bit. Now it's Footscray. Good tackle, Atkins. Through comes Smith, who's lifted in this last 10 minutes. Kicks a little bit ordinary. McAdam does it well with skill and gets it onto Hilton. And he'll go with a bounce down the outer wing at Moorabbin. He's looking for an option. There's no tools there. Across comes Bingham.
Oh, it should be free kick, Toohey.
Advantage paid here for Footscray, and McPherson kicks it low and hard across the outer wing.
Mansfield in pursuit. It'll beat him and out of play.
Craven's coming off for St Kilda, and Kickett coming on.
Well, it's been a great contest from the very first bounce. Both sides have given it all, and they're still going here. A goal the difference. Footscray in front. Dwyer, Liberatore, Fletcher looking for a free kick. Koliniuk over the top of it.
He doesn't look too good either, Bruce. I just watched Kickett come on. He seems a little proppy. He's gone down in the forward pocket. Smith's going to be his man.
Perhaps Kenny Sheldon just hoping Donny can snare a goal. He can do the unusual. Atkins went to ground. Here's Morris, who's provided a lot of run from half-back. Now Kickett immediately into the action. Takes a very good mark against Smith. Plays on quickly. Coughlin and Toohey. Toohey did well there. Now Kickett again. Can he kick a goal? Ducks his head. Toohey got hold of him. Well played. McPherson to Wine. To Smith, who has lifted, as Gerard said a moment ago. Koliniuk takes the mark at centre wing. McAdam comes in.
The handball is terrific, Footscray. They've got fellows running past and they're being rewarded.
Koliniuk's high ball towards Del Rey, and Royal reads it. Still Royal. Little handball. Croft. Handball okay. Baxter should have handball to Atkins. He goes towards goal and he misses a wonderful opportunity to set up a sitter.
Lay-down was there if he could have got it across, but maybe we're asking a little too much.
I tell you what, I bet you Atkins would have given it to Baxter.
Well, it reminded me of Kickett's lack of a handball here at the other end of the ground, so sides really are struggling under the pressure. Should be giving the first option. Coleman and Vidovic. Back to Royal. From boiled olives to chocolates he goes. Liberatore is pounced upon by Burke. Was there a free kick there, Don?
I'm a commentator, not an umpire.
I would never have argued with you at this stage of the game, Don. Coleman again.
Bowie. Grant's handball goes to Coleman. Danny Del Rey, can he kick another one?
Well, he's blooded his copybook. Out of bounds on the full. He's kicked 4 straight, or 5 straight. 5 straight it is. Terrific conversion rate from Del Rey, and has been a good player at full forward.
He had Royal short too, if he was able to just pop it over to him. Morris has kicked to centre half back. Stanfield pushed out of it by Bingham. Well read Bowie. He's had an important last quarter. Lockett right up the ground. McPherson, oh gee, they just paved the way for him. And through went Stephen with a long kick to centre half forward. Oh, at the back, missed by Pekin. Here's a chance. Royal, Koliniuk, important kick. Left foot, go, goal. It could be enough. It's a 2-goal ball game. It's 15-5 to 11-17. Koliniuk's kicked the goal, and again Royal had an important touch on the forward line.
Well, he's kicked 24 goals, 21 this year coming into this game, Koliniuk. And Royal could have gone onto the left, but realised he might have been a little bit too far out for the left foot. Got it across to Koliniuk all by himself, and he scrubbed that one through. They all count, though.
A 2-goal buffer now to Footscray. Winmar in the square alone for St Kilda. Lockett out to centre half forward. Perhaps Winmar needs to come onto the ball as Footscray go ahead again through Atkins. He's been brilliant, Atkins. Many possessions today. In fact, he's had 39 touches of the football, and whilst he's not the most effective kick or handball, well, kick in the business, very rarely does his handball go astray.
If you work on percentages, the percentages must go Footscray's way more than it goes the opposition if he gets that many touches, Atkins.
Players struggling for possession. St Kilda need the next goal. Morris over the top. Poor handball, sends it to his direct opponent in Coleman. Coleman with time. Drives the ball poorly into their forward line.
It really was a poor kick, wasn't it? He could have got a little bit more air, you know, given a little bit more air.
Well, he had time, Don. And really should have put it one out into the square with Del Rey. Vidovic takes the front spot. Coleman doesn't really appear to have much idea at those boundary throw-ins. Pekin gets St Kilda forward. Bowie with quick hands. Back to Morris, but the pressure from Footscray's good. Burke comes in. He's a fighter. He won't go down.
Well, Liberatore really didn't make an effort then to get that ball out.
Coleman running into the umpire. Vidovic wins the tap. Less than 7 minutes remaining, so there's still time, but they'd want a goal, you'd think, the Saints, in the next 2 or 3 minutes, because goals have been very difficult today. And Footscray in attack. Now Burke's kicked from half back. Wine dropping back to Hilton. Winmar up the ground at the moment. Hilton's squaring kick. Kick at the target. It's a good kick and a good mark.
Doesn't look too fit. I mean, he looks fit enough now. Kick it. A little proppy when he came off the bench.
Lockett in the goal square. This is an important ball. Campbell and Lockett. Lockett well played at the side by
Stanfield.
Yes, he did well, Don, to come in and punch it through for a behind. 11-18 to 15-5 now. Winmar up the ground, Gerard.
Well, I think St Kilda are now in a position where they must win the game, and as we predicted earlier, Winmar's one that can win the ball through centre. Kickett can kick goals, but Kickett should have kicked that ball quicker into their forward line where Lockett was one out. Koliniuk.
Well done.
Blind handball, unfortunately finds Burke, who kicks it blindly once again. Pressure telling on all players. McAdam and McPherson. Is there a free kick there?
Yes, there is. Chris Mitchell spotted that one. It's going McPherson's way. McAdam was holding McPherson. Interesting, that kick from Campbell went straight down the ground. You'd think they'd be trying to defend whatever lead they had and going out wide.
Just a lull in play here as McPherson just chips it to Mansfield. One senses that the Scraggers think if they just hold time, they've got it. Oh, Royal, he's been superb in that forward line. Quickly gets the ball to Atkins, who knocks it on. The ball travelling Footscray's way as Krediuk dives on it. Ballantyne with a little bit of a kick in danger is penalised, and Burke with the helmet gets them into attack.
Frawley from half back to centre wing. McPherson, Bingham at the back. Liberatore very low to the ground. Still Liberatore. Threw it away in the end. Morris, no free kick. Harvey Crediok with him, and Footscray able to hold it up. We're inside 5 minutes remaining. 11 points.
Well, this helps Footscray. The way the game's being played now, packs, scrimmages, helps Footscray. But it doesn't help St Kilda. They've got to open up and get it down on that forward line quickly and capitalise.
Well, a goal to Footscray here, and that would be enough. Reynolds off the ground. Baxter there. Harvey and Winmar. And again held up. So, Dom, we've got 4.5 minutes to go. Footscray lead by 11 points. And
it's only 2 straight kicks, Bruce.
And the Saints have got to get them. So, the next flurry, most important. Free kick going to Morris. He just played for it, but did it cleverly enough. He's had a terrific game in terms of stats. The kick out towards centre wing. Bowie, Liberatore runs into him. Bowie's been the best of the little men in the last quarter. Looked for 50 metres, didn't get it.
He's got to play it down quickly. Centre half forward.
Lockett looking for a lead. Now Bowie switches it to his left foot. Lockett the target. Campbell runs very hard and very well. Well played, Tony Campbell. It was a big effort.
At least Lockett's now leading. This is what Winmar was doing early in this last quarter. He was giving something to kick at.
Lockett with 6 goals. It's been a good battle with Campbell. Perhaps if Lockett can kick a vital one in the last quarter, it could swing it his way. Coghlan bursts through. Smith does extremely well off the ground. Clears the ball for Footscray. Colin-Yook in a race for it. Picks it up cleanly. He's got Mansfield inside, who takes too long as Kickett comes down and unloads him. Vital turnover here for St Kilda. McAdam takes it from Winmar. Spins out of trouble with great skill and dexterity, but the kick is a poor one. And Crediok drops back to take a vital mark for Footscray.
And done pretty well today. Crediok.
The small chip kick finds Reynolds. Reynolds chips it again. They're playing keepings off football here. Possession football. Mansfield takes the mark. 11 kicks, 3 handballs here to young Mansfield. Less than 3 minutes of play remaining. The left foot goes forward. Coleman should contain this one. Gets it on the bounce. Waits and sits, and it goes to Atkins. Poor kick from Atkins, but it may be good enough with Delray at the back. Delray, quick hands, finds Croft. Croft's kick is smothered. Frawley. Shanahan, and on to Bowie.
Burke short, he'll find him. Big moment now for St Kilda. They must get something out of this attack because we've got 2 minutes remaining and they need 2 goals. Vidovic. Morris has played a wonderful last term. He keeps on running. Dwyer short. It goes long to centre half forward. Lockett tried a half volley. Wine, can he bend down the big man? Campbell was shepherding very cleverly. Stanfield, good kick. I reckon the doggies are home. There's a minute 58 remaining and I reckon they'll get the money. Baxter from half back with a high one up towards half forward. The fly was from the side from Pekin. Burke, Atkins, snared by Croft. Long handball to centre half forward. McAdam held up. A good tackle. Atkins clever. Quick kick. Here's the chance. Frawley, did it well. He was outnumbered. Winmar. A minute and a half remaining. Taps it on the ground. Looks at an option. Goes long and high to centre wing. Fletcher versus McPherson. Fletcher got rid of him. Stanfield. Now Hilton. We're down to a minute 20. Hilton with a little kick round the body. Coghlan almost went to ground. Still Frankie looking for it. Tried to get it to Harvey. Had 25 possessions in the first half, 10 in the second half. Liberatore through the centre. The doggies go to centre half forward.
Coleman and Shanahan. Coleman again drives the ball long. Mark not taken there by Shanahan. That was Frawley at centre half forward, and Shanahan drops the ball onto the half-back flank for St Kilda. Time running out for the Saints. There's less than a minute to go now. Colin-Yook. Could he seal it for the doggies? He walks around. He spins it round. It's coming right around. A poster.
Good play by Croft to keep it in. The Dogs, they just want to kick goals.
Gee, that's the one though, Don. That means they're 12 points in front. Shut the gate.
Well, the ball just kept bending and bending. I thought it was going to do enough. But perhaps the point will be enough. Morris. Surely this is St Kilda's last chance. In fact, they have no chance with 25 seconds. The Dogs are home here at Moorabbin. An incredible victory when you consider the stars they had out. Hawkins, Foster, Campbell and Grant. Tui giving the instructions. Crediuk. He'll bomb this in. It's irrelevant now. The siren goes, and the Scraggers have come home in one of the most important victories they've had this year. The final score, 11-18, 84 to Footscray, 15-7, 97. A 13-point victory to Footscray.
So consecutive losses for St Kilda. Campbell, well, he had a terrific duel with Lockett. Liberatore was wonderful. Lockett 6 goals. Bingham tried pretty hard. They had some terrific players, St Kilda, but in the final analysis, they're looking at the chopping block at the moment. Atkins, magnificent game. McPherson congratulating him. Little Liberatore coming in there. Danny Frawley and Atkins together, but as Gerard has said, to be able to come to Moorabbin with 6 of your very best out from a team that had won last week, the team spirit is sky high. There's Lockett with his 6 goals. He's got 91 for the season. He did a pretty good job. Frost doesn't look at all well with the left ankle bandage. Hunter went off earlier, so effectively they only had 18 fit men at the end. But it was Footscray's day. The doggies are barking. They win by 13 points.